Decimal Part 1.
Decimals. A decimal is a way of writing a number that is not whole. In other words, these are in between numbers. For example, 2.5 is a decimal number. Decimal. The number written on the right side of a decimal point are parts of whole numbers, which are called decimal place. Decimal point. Point between two numbers are called decimal point. Whole number. The number written on the left side of a decimal point are called whole numbers. You have seen these blocks before? You had assumed 1 block equals to 1. 10 blocks is 10. And 100 blocks have 100 small squares. So it is 100. Now let's change the value of these blocks. Suppose 100 blocks is 1. Then what are 10 block and 1 block? 10 block is 1 by 10 of the flat 100 block. It is called tenths, which is after the decimal point. So its value is 0.1. Decimals on a number line. The point is between 3 and 4. There are 10 divisions between 3 and 4. The distance between each division is 1 by 10, which is equal to 0.1. The location of the point is the fifth division between 3 and 4. So, it is equal to 3.5. What are decimals? Decimals fraction. A fraction in which the denominator is 10, 100, 1000 is called a decimal fraction. Take a rectangular strip of paper and divide it into 10 equal parts. Shade one strip of the 10 equal parts of the strip. The shaded part of the strip is 1/10 of the entire strip. It is written as 1 by 10. This is a decimal fraction. Examples of decimal fraction. Here, 4 parts out of 10 are colored. That means the shaded region represents 4 by 10. If 5 parts are colored out of 10, that means the shaded region represents 5 by 10. Similarly, 15 parts out of 100 is written as
15 by 100.
32 parts out of 1000 is written as 32 by 1000. Decimal number. In decimal form, 1 by 10 is written as 0.1. The number written in this form are called decimal numbers. Example of decimal numbers are 3 by 10 is equal to 0.3. 462 by 1000 is equal to 0.462. A decimal number has the following form. 4 is the decimal number part. Dot is the decimal. And 5 is the decimal part. 100th. Make a square. Divide it into 10 equal strips. Each strip of the square is 1 by 10. Now, divide the strips into 10 equal parts. So, the square is now divided into 100 equal parts. 1 part of the grid is equal to 1 by 100. It is also called 100th. In decimal form, it is written as 0.01. 1000. If we divide an object in 1000 equal parts, then each part is called 1000th. It is written as 1 by 1000. In decimal form, 1 by 1000 is written as 0.001. Writing decimal fractions in decimal form. Write the numerator in the decimal form. Move the decimal point to the left as many places as there are zones in the numerator. If there are not enough digits in the numerator, add zeros to the left of the numerator. For example, 6 by 10 is equal to 6.0 by 10 is equal to 6.0 by 10 is equal to 0.6. 8 by 100 is equal to 8.0 by 100 is equal to 008.0 by 100 is equal to 0.08. Converting normal fraction into decimals. To convert a normal fraction into a decimal, convert the fraction to an equivalent fraction with denominator as 10 or multiple of 10. For example, convert the following fractions into decimal. A. 4 by 5. Solution. 4 by 5 into 2 by 2 is equal to 8 by 10 is equal to 0.8. B. 3 by 4. Solution. 3 by 4 into 25 by 25 is equal to 75 by 100 is equal to 0.75. Converting decimals into fraction. Write the decimal part as the numerator. The denominator becomes the multiple of 10 with the number of zeros same as the number of decimal place. For example, convert the following decimals into fraction. A. 1.12. Solution is 1.12 is equal to 112 by 100. B. 0.175. Solution is 0.175 is equal to 175 by 1000. Place value and decimals. We use place value charts to read and write whole numbers. The place value chart can also be used to read and write. We have seen that 0.2 is equal to 2 by 10 is equal to 2 tenths. So, the first place on the right of the decimal is called the tenths place. Also, 0.04 is equal to 2 by 10 is equal to 4 hundredths. So, the second place on the right of the decimal called the hundredths place. With reference to the table above, if we move one place to the left, the place value becomes 10 times greater. If we move one place right, the place value becomes 10 times smaller. The decimal point plays the role of a wall separating the whole number from the decimal part. Expanded form of decimals. Decimal numbers can be expanded in three ways. Place value form. 2.816 is equal to 2 ones, 8 tenths, 100, 6 thousandths. Decimal form. 2.486 is equal to 2 plus 0.4 plus 0.08 plus 0.006. Fractional form.
4.532 is equal to 4 plus 5 by 10 plus 3 by 100 plus 2 by 1000.
Like and unlike decimals. Like decimals. Decimals having the same number of decimal places are called like decimals. For example, 5.45, 17.04 and 272.89 are like decimals as all have two decimal places. unlike decimals. Decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. For example, 7.5, 23.16 and 31.054 are unlike decimals. 7.5, 23.16. Here 7.5 has one decimal place. 23.16 has two decimal place. 31.054 has three decimal place. Comparison of decimals. Comparison of decimals is same as comparison of numbers. The following steps are to be followed. First, compare the whole number parts. The decimal number with the greater whole number part will be greater. For example, compare 52.432 and 45.989. Solution: compare the whole number parts 52 and 45. 52 is bigger than 4.5. Hence, 52.432 is greater than 45.989. Second, if the whole number parts are the same, then observe the decimal part and compare the digit at tens place. If they are also same, then the digit at hundreds place, and so on. For example, compare 60.802 and 60.504. Solution: the whole number parts are equal. So, compare the digits at tens place, as 60.802 is greater than 60.504. Thank you.